Okay, let's get into some of the good shit here. This, I asked for Christmas of 90. I already knew what I was getting into when I got this because this was a frequent re-renter. So I was thrilled as shit to actually get this for Christmas. And really, like, I don't know anything about the Nintendo Switch. If they do, digital downloads. But if they do, I recommend actually getting this because you'll get your money's worth because it's actually a pretty long game. In fact, my only complaint about this is it doesn't have a battery pack, like as in, this Zelda. This has a battery pack in it, so you can save your game. And because this game, Super Mario Brothers 3 is too long. If you want to beat this on the NES, then it's going to be a whole day affair because there is no save states on this. You can't save a game and come back and play it. No, you are in it for a fucking long haul if you play this. Unless you do warp zones. But I really don't like playing and using warp zones. So, but, it's a long-ass game. And you'll definitely get your money's worth. I did back then. But I did beat the game. But it's not without its faults. There's no such thing as a perfect fucking game. There never is. But this one, it came pretty close. As well as, the other, the Mega Man game series came pretty close too. This is like when people knew how to make a fucking game and make it right and make it with good controls and have it interesting, and it doesn't have any cheap deaths in it or anything. And if you really kind of fuck up, it really is kind of your fault, but it is kind of hard whenever you start progressing into it. But I spent the whole winter of many months of my winter playing this game. So, so if anyone, can get a hold of a digital copy of it, I recommend it. And I actually had a Nintendo Power Complete Strategy Guide, and yes, I still do have it. Yeah, you might need this because it has every fucking thing you need to know about Super Mario Brothers 3. It tells you how to do all these one-ups. You do a vine method. I never pulled any of these off. I can't do them. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get it back up so you can actually fucking see. There we go. Oscillating Koopa technique, Koopa stomp technique, the vine method, multiple 1-up, 200 coin stages, and this has really been through some wear and tear because the cover is fucking gone. And this actually, I don't even remember how much this thing cost, but it was pretty expensive whenever you were on your childhood allowance. And it has all of the enemies listed on here. Because I don't have the instruction booklet because I let someone borrow it whenever you trade games. We did. and I let someone have it, but I gave him the instruction booklet with it, and it somehow did not come back to me. Apparently, it was destroyed, and I was not very happy with that. Let's see. See, and then it has all the 7. Like you're supposed, in this one, you're supposed to take back magic wands from each of the 7 Koopa kids. It's 7. That's right. So there's Larry, and then Morton, Windio Koopas. He's a tough ass one to beat. Iggy was not so hard. Roy, Lemmy, Ludwig von Koopa. Yeah. Then it has, let's see, it has all of the memory thing, because there's like different ones. I mean, these are. Let me try to get this in here. This shot. Like, I'll be able to point at it. Like, these are all individual ones. So there's 8. There's 8 of them. But, like, if you say you start on that one, then every time you get to one of these, you'll still be here. So then when you finally get all of these, then you'll move on to, like, that one or, like, that one or something. So that was a big help with this. They also have keys. But that doesn't mean anything. This actually helps because it tells you what is in each of the mushroom houses. And they don't do a very good job. They don't do a very good job with it because they're not accurate. Usually the middle one is accurate, but somehow they're not accurate. Then it also has like complete world maps for each level, which really kind of helps out. I mean, it really didn't matter because they were not back then, because they were so hard I couldn't even beat most of the levels anyway. But now I've gotten to be a little bit better of a gamer at it. So they have like all the levels in it, and it's really just kind of hard to get this in without it. It's not all gonna fit in here, but it has every single like level map in it. It will tell you like certain secrets on certain levels. Like, let's see, like here. That's what it says right here. For this one, World 2-2. Collect 30 or more coins in this level, and the white mushroom house will appear on the map screen. It's a tough feat, and it takes practice, and it does. I remember struggling with this, trying to actually do it, and I did it. And a lot of these, you really do need a map, especially for some of the levels, because they're a maze, and you have to go a certain way. But I think this thing costs like fucking $30. Which, I mean, that's that's quite a bit of money for like 1990 But I'm actually really, really fucking glad I kept and held on to this. I mean, it's not worth anything. Mine's beat the hell up, so I'm not even going to bother selling it. And I wouldn't sell it anyway, so. I'm sure there's probably someone watching this like, I'll take it. Nope, I'm not getting rid of it. But, yeah. That thing's beat up as fuck. But yeah, that Super Mario 3, I mean, that actually gave me, like, a lot of leverage for, trading games whenever I was in school, as well as the next one that I'll get to. But so it's actually 10 minutes here, so I'm going to just leave this here as a stopping point.